Hi, this is Stacy Sturges, and this is my presentation for my course development. It's definitely a work in progress still, but this is where we are so far in developing a Canvas course for an 8th grade math unit, basically like a 9-week worth of material for students in an online course. So it's basically broken down into modules that reflect what would happen in a live lesson. So I modeled this based on how Texas Virtual Academy, where I teach, works. Students come to live lessons through the Blackboard Collaborate platform, and this is meant to accompany that. I'll actually go in before this is finally complete, and I'm going to create a couple of slides for live lessons and go into Blackboard Collaborate, record kind of what it would look like, and link the recording in the module directions here because that's how I envision that students would use it. So each module will have the components of directions, a short video meant to be like a flipped classroom, something to watch before we go into a live lesson, guided notes, which are meant to accompany the slides created for a live lesson. It's a big help for students with disabilities to have these accommodated notes available to them beforehand. There'll be an opportunity for individual practice after the live lesson. Here right now this is 4 points, but I think I'm going to take point value away from the practice and then just allow points for the assessments. And so each module has an assessment. For module 1, this is meant to be a participation grade because it's a benchmark. So it will encompass everything that the students will cover in the first 9 weeks. And so if they turn it in with effort, that's 10 points. And then if not, that's 0 points. And that's explained in the module directions for that module. And so just an example of what the directions look like. You can peek in here and see. They include the learning objectives for the module, and then pretty standard just what the student expectation is to do before the live lesson, which is to watch the video and download and review the guided notes, and what to do after the live lesson, which is independent practice and the assessment. The great thing I figured out in doing this, or that I learned, is that Canvas has a relationship with a few of the external sites that I like to use, Khan Academy and Edpuzzle, to name 2, that they work really well with the modules, and you can link items right in. Other practice external sites that I like to use, I hope this works, is iExcel. I don't have a membership, but I got a free membership that'll last through the duration of this class, but it's a really great resource for students to go in and practice. So it's linked right in, and on this one, students can graph these coordinates, and we're learning about scatter plots during that module, but they can practice, and then the instructor can get data on that. Another thing that I was able to really get some good hands-on experience with is that the ADDIE process is not a straight line. And so I had envisioned when doing the design document that each one of the student expectations or objectives would be its own discrete module. But as I was working on material, some of them didn't really merit having an entire module and worked well together. So a couple of these that have things grouped together that weren't previously grouped. So by the time this is done, all of the modules will be built out to include the directions of video, opportunity for practice, and an assessment with grades. And a way that I'll be modifying this for students, as this is meant to be a modified class for students with an IEP, is that the assessments will be modified, and they might have fewer answer choices. They might have more support in the questions, but in those ways, students will have access to a modified assessment. And then just strictly the ability to view these flipped classroom videos again and again as much as necessary and to work in the practice as much as necessary for that repetition and review is also a really good fit for students with disabilities.